Hey, what's up everyone? How are you doing? You doing good? That's great. I got a new review for you. I got the review for Elder Scrolls V Skyrim right here. Now before I start the review though, I gotta say, of course, you're looking at me beside gameplay. Because usually I do reviews for video games where you see gameplay. I usually do movie reviews where you see me. Why am I doing it for a game? Well, I'll tell you right now. There is so many games that have just recently came out, and I'm playing them so much, and this takes just less time to do when you just see me. And of course, many people probably already saw this game or something, so even watching gameplay, it's not that needed, to be honest. I mean, you can watch gameplay anywhere. It's a very popular game. You can see gameplay anywhere, okay? So, sorry about that, there's no gameplay, but it was for a good reason because there's so many games that have recently came out that I'm too busy playing those and need to focus on this one because this one is a very long game, and so were the other ones that just recently came out, but this one is probably times 10 of all those games that just recently came out because this game is, from what I heard, over 200 to maybe 300 hours long because of all the side quests and even the side quests, because there's even like other small quests that you can do and all the main quests and stuff and all the things you can do in the world. It's just a huge game, and I wasn't looking forward to this game because I was not a big fan of Oblivion. I really liked Morrowind. Not a big fan of Oblivion. I never even played the first Elder Scrolls games. I don't even know what those games are about, to be honest. Just like everybody that doesn't know what GTA 1 and 2 were before GTA 3, which they were top-down games. You know, I don't even, that's probably what Elder Scrolls 1 and 2 were, but I'm not really sure. So, I really liked Elder Scrolls 3. 4 I just didn't really get into. This one I was not expecting to get into, but wow. I'm going to say right here, I love this game. I played 25 hours of this game, and I gotta say, I am impressed. The game is amazing. It really is. I was not going into this expecting myself to have a great time. I was expecting, you know, have an adequate time, but wow, this one really floored me straight from the beginning. The whole thing about this game is that it is, of course, a huge open world game. But now you can fight dragons, and not like something like Dragon Age where it's like, you know, it's cool, you're fighting a dragon, whatever. This one, it's visceral. It gets you in there because when you fight a dragon, it's badass. It really is. Because the first time you fight a dragon, it's not going to be scripted. It's not going to just happen whenever you're doing a boss fight or something. You know, you'll just be walking around in a town or something, and then, guess what? Dragon. Whew, oh, and you'll be like, what? There's a dragon here. That's cool. That's weird. And then you get your spells out and stuff and start shooting them and stuff. It's a lot of fun. I had to get to that straight right there because I really wanted to talk about that. The dragon stuff, everything about the dragons is cool. Let me explain everything else though before I talk more about the dragons. Okay, of course this is a first-person, third-person game. You could switch it from third-person and to first-person, but mainly it's a first-person game. Third-person's not bad, but it's mainly first-person. So you can either do a bunch of different things in the beginning. In the beginning, you can pick a different class. You can pick whatever kind of weapon you're really good at. Like, are you good at magic? Are you good at, you know, melee weapons like clubs and axes and battle axes, of course, and swords and stuff? Or are you good with range, like, you know, of course, arrows and stuff? Well, that's about it, just arrows. Bow and arrows. And, yeah, you pick that straight from the beginning, and everything works perfectly. The magic is great. The combat is very, like I said before, visceral and entertaining as hell. It doesn't feel like you're just running in and freaking clubbing everything to death and going like, man, I'm a badass. Every time it feels like you're actually fighting something with a shield, you're hitting something that is actually made out of skin and bone, and it's a lot of fun. It really is. The combat is great. I didn't do much of the range stuff. I used the bow and arrow sometimes, but I felt it was very loose and not that fun to use. It's just me. I'm not big on bow and arrows, but it wasn't horrible. You know, it was entertaining, but I felt it was a little bit too loose for me. You know, the controls. I think you could switch it, but I didn't really care anyway. I just wanted to try it out. But yeah, and the magic is great. I use more magic than I use swords. I mix it up sometimes. You can actually mix it up where you can have like magic on one hand and then you have a sword on the other, and you can mix and match it as much as you really want. It's awesome. It gives you so much variety, and each side mission and like story mission, they're all different, and it's awesome too because you'll be doing a story mission and it's like, go here and fight this dragon. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll do that. And then the next story mission would be like, go in this cave and kill everything. I'm like, okay. Then go in this cave and go save this guy and then kill everything. Okay, that's a little variety. And then you would do a side mission where it's like, go and defeat a werewolf or something. You're like, werewolf? Like, the freaking dragons, werewolls, vampires, they have everything in this game. And it's awesome. I think there's zombies in the game too. Oh my god, they have everything. And it's a lot of fun. The game is entertaining as hell. The combat's great. The amount of missions you get and the amount of gameplay you're getting, it's well worth the price of admission. I definitely have to say that. If I had to explain anything else, I didn't talk about the story or the sound or even the graphics. The story, you know, you're a guy who gets stuck in this world of Skyrim, and you find out that you're the only thing that can kill these dragons that are out of nowhere really emerging back into the world, because back then dragons were just a myth, but they were actually real and they actually like screwed everything up, and only dragonborns can defeat them completely. Like, they can kill them and take their soul so they can never exist again, and that's who you play as. You are pretty much the last dragonborn, and you have to go and defeat the main dragon that is resurrecting all the dragons. That's really the story. The story is great. The sound is also great. The voice acting, there's a lot of voice acting in this game because there's a lot of characters, and it's great. The sound design is also really good, and the graphics aren't amazing. When you're looking up close to them, you'll see muddy textures, but the amount of stuff in the world and the amount of things you'll see, it's pretty damn impressive. So anyway, that was my review of Elder Scrolls Skyrim. If I had to give it a score, I was thinking about it, and I played 25 hours of it, and I want to play more. I want to keep returning to this world. I'm going to give it a 10, because it's an amazing game. It really is. It's exactly what I want from games. A better combat system than Oblivion, more improved stuff. I just love this game, I really do. So anyway, 10 out of 10 for Skyrim. Sorry about the, you know, little shaky review. It probably went on a little bit too long too, but you know, it's a long ass game, so give me a break. Come on, this review can be long because the game is freaking, what, 300 hours long? So, you know, give me a break, alright? So anyway, that was my review for Skyrim. Hope you liked it. Thank you, and goodbye.